We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with Joey Rackets, Evan Hand, and Luke Hoffman, ladies and gentlemen, is joining the show today in the absence of the suddenly anemic Bill Rupp. We'll tell that story in a second. Evan, how was your weekend, brother?
Weekend was great. You know, I feel like I'm getting a little better at parlays now. I hit a nice plus 300 same game parlay last night.
Nice. Rackets had a nice little plus 56,000 same game parlay or whatever the fuck parlay it was. It was like nine different same game parlays with 16 different flip lines for one team to win a half.
That was Hoffman's. Mine was the double results. I had a 3-game double result parlay. They were all plus 700, plus 900. It was plus 56,200, I think. And I ended up hedging it, so made a bunch of money off a $10 fucking shit bet.
And we have Luke Hoffman joining us. And Luke, you had a plus 4,000 or 5,000 or some shit?
Plus 6,500, something around
6,500. We had the Goat drop a plus, what was his? Plus 4,000 this weekend?
Yeah, 4,400, somewhere around there.
Yeah, so, decent little fucking weekend at 4 deep for the people who were jumping on board. I did not have the luxury of hitting a plus 5,000 parlay this weekend. So I'm very upset. I feel like a loser, and I don't even feel like I'm worthy of being on the show because I feel like you got to hit at least a plus 5,000 in order to be here. Even the producers hitting plus 300-400 parlays right now. No offense, Evan. But, Evan, you said you feel like you're getting better at parlays. What do you think is you gamble, you bet. You just bet small and don't take it as, big as a lot of us here. You know football. You're in our fantasy league. What do you feel is turning the corner for you, my friend?
I'm just the best to ever do it. That's all there is there.
That's the answer.
It's just you pick the games you really like, and then obviously, the things you really like. In the primetime game, Josh Allen throw over 1.5 touchdowns, over 21 points. Like it was like 7 legs, but still, just take the best bets.
Listen, Bill Rupp is not here, but Evan is carrying his analysis.
Listen.
Just take the best bets.
Take the best bets. Let them do what they're supposed to do.
You just got to do what you got to do because they're doing what they got to do.
They got to do what they're supposed to do. That's pretty much it. Let me send the notification to the chat here. Hoffman, how's it feel to be on the show again, brother? You've been on here before.
It feels great, even though we didn't take the best bet last night.
What was
Dawson Knox first touchdown.
Oh, my God.
That's all your fault.
You screwed me. Tell him how I fucked you.
Yo, Tommy fucked me. I was like, who's going to score the first touchdown? He goes, Diggs. I was like, okay.
Keep in mind, I've been up for 38 hours straight on the voice chat.
Don't ask him anything.
Literally the whole fucking night. I got Joey Rackets fucking breaking remotes in my fucking back of my ear. Fucking chaos everywhere. We're giving dating advice. Who the fuck knows what was going on? And then Hoffman out of nowhere turns and goes, Tommy, hit it.
Who scored the first touchdown? Automatically snap decision, Diggs, no hesitation. So I bet it immediately because he was very confident. And then he goes, oh, wait, Knox plays in this game. And then I was like, oh, my God. Then we find out that Knox is playing for a kid who died.
How is that not
It was his brother, I think, right?
Fault.
I think it's his
brother. His brother died.
Yeah, it was before the season.
Oh, my God, yeah. We fucked that up.
Dude, it was literally – because you know what after your third bottle of tequila, you tend to mishear things a little bit, right? So I literally just thought Hoffman said, who's scoring a touchdown tonight? So I was like, Diggs. Diggs is scoring a touchdown. Who did score a touchdown, right? And then, it was literally a minute and a half later. I go, oh, wait, you're doing first touchdown? Knox is playing tonight. We got to go Knox. And Hoffman's like, too late. Knox first touchdown, plus 1,000. So that could have been my plus 1,000, guys. I could have been a part of the family here with a plus 1,000, but I didn't put it in myself. Luckily,
you had it. It was right there, right in front of your face. And then 20 minutes later, you're snoring on the mic. Losing money, and then you're just gone, snoring on the mic. Left me and Bucket by ourselves.
What I could have done is what fucking Goat did and just fucking disappear, and what Bucket did and just disappear. And when night goes, then I'm always doing. But I tried to tough it out. I was like, maybe I'll stay here. Eyes got a little heavy, woke up, and on the third time, they just never opened back up.
And then he just started snoring.
Yeah, and I still don't have a laptop, as you can see by my camera here. So, but the beauty is we have no show tomorrow and Wednesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday are the days I do my errands. So that will be the day I try and either go get a new camera or a whole new laptop for the third time this month. Either way, I hope you enjoyed my snoring and our bets. And let's get to talking about the weekend here. Evan, do we have any headlines?
Yeah, I mean, the headlines are basically just the weekend that was. I want to start off.
While you start off, let me just go get a pen real quick. I'll be right back. So go.
The Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, they are fucking pitiful.
Abortion, Evan. They're terrible.
I don't understand how you have arguably the best receiver in the league, Devontae Adams, and he gets one catch for 3 yards.
One catch for 3 yards. I played against him yesterday, so I wasn't really hating on it. But, I mean, how do you have literally the best receiver in football and throw him the ball one time?
Who you went to college with?
Yeah, everybody was hyping that up.
Yeah, and then, you know what? Not even looking back on it, but like even at the time we said, like, okay, he's got the college rapport, but these are two different guys at two different points of their lives in two different offenses now. It's not the same offense in college. It's not the same everything. It's not like you're just going to plug and play him out of Green Bay with the rapport and the chemistry that he had with Rodgers and just in the playbook. Obviously, he knew it. He was playing there for fucking 8 years, 9 years.
I mean, he threw to him 18 times in like the first game. Like,
yeah.
And now we talked about it. Whether they had the rapport or not, it's more a matter of when you're the quarterback, you get to fucking kind of decide who the ball goes to at all points. So the fact that these two were like butt fucking, me and Hoffman were on the Discord when they did the interview before the fucking season started. I thought Carr was going to jerk them off right in the middle of the set before the season. So how did they not get to halftime, Hoff, and realize, all right, we haven't gotten the best guy on the team the ball at all. Maybe we should do that and force a couple plays to him to start the second half.
I believe you said to me that he was going to break the NFL record for receptions in a season.
I thought he was. 16 handoffs and one each week.
Now he gets 3 yards a week, so that's what's going on.
It's fucking insane. So that was very interesting and annoying at the same exact time. Anything else, E, on the headline front before we recap the games and then get into some bets?
Zach Wilson's not the guy.
I know, man. I know. I hate to say it. I mean,
I was ripping on Tommy all day in the chat yesterday. I'm like, this guy is so bad, bro. Say what you want about Matt Ryan. He's not as bad as Wilson.
Yes, he is. He's worse. The thing about it is that was the swaggiest interception I've ever seen. The one where he was running around, we were on the mic and I was talking about it. I was like, he's got swag, kid. No one can swag out the worst interception in football like Zach Wilson. He literally drops back, broke 3 tackles, ran this way. He's scrambling and looking all over, and then you just see him go like, oh, boop. And that's how he threw it. He threw it like, oh, got it. And it was no one there.
He's not even fucking
no
close.
one could bring it back. Like, the camera was just on him. So when we saw him like, oh, shit, oh, let's go. Bop. And he just flicked it. And you're like, that's a touchdown. And then they go, what is happening? So I don't know, dude. It's looking really bleak.
How, in God's name, do you think, I'm going to scramble, do all this shit, and then I'm going to throw it out of bounds, but I'm not going to throw it enough out of bounds. I'm going to throw it right to a fucking guy on the sideline.
It was the most insane shit I've ever seen. You need to go watch the replay and just see the gentle flick. Like he just broke deep and he just flicked it over the guy's head.
He didn't look half bad in that first half, Tommy. Like
we threw over 355, right?
Yeah, I mean they put in the end zone in the first half. That was one of the games that I had on the double result. I had Jets first half, Patriots for the game. So I was watching that and I was just hoping that the Jets were going to win the first half, but they looked like they were moving the football. They looked pretty good, and then all of a sudden everything just changed.
I mean, listen, they're going to miss Breece Hall, man. I'm telling you. Michael Carter's good. James Robinson's fine. But Breece Hall is that different type of player. James Robinson isn't really explosive. Like James Robinson didn't break off 40-yard runs left and right over there in Jacksonville. He was a grinder.
He's going to bruise you. Yeah.
Move the chains. He's going to go get you 4 yards, move the change. And Michael Carter's similar, right? He's not as explosive as Breece either. So that's going to be a huge injury for the Jets. First loss for them, that really hurt us as fans. The first couple losses, we didn't really care. And same for the Giants. I mean, if you go to while we stay on the Jets game, anything on the other side of the ball in that Jets game from the Patriots that you guys took away?
Patriots are good, but they're not. Nah, they're okay. I'm not even gonna say they're good. They're okay.
Do you give Zach a little pass because it was Bill Belichick and he owns young, stupid quarterbacks?
Yeah, and he owns the Jets too. Like they just destroyed the Jets every time.
13 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's fucking insane.
And
So, I mean,
this is the part of the season where like no one's talking about the Patriots, and then all of a sudden they'll be like 7-4, 8-4, and everyone's like, oh, they're a Super Bowl contender.
yeah, I mean, I said
That's what they
last
do
week.
every year. So like, I think they're going to win their next 3 games, honestly. And
Yeah,
they're gonna
I
be
said it last
7-4.
week. I wouldn't be surprised right now if Belichick, especially with Brady paying his negative sacrifice, and losing his whole life because I believe in all the cabal shit. It was like Belichick went through his embarrassment ritual when he didn't show up for the Trump thing, and then fucking Brady won the Super Bowl without him, and his team went to shit. It almost looks like now that Brady's getting fucking his negative shit, maybe the cabal's like, Billy boy, here's a little sprinkle for you, you little get right, because you made your sacrifice. So I will tell you this. If the Patriots win the Super Bowl today, every single cabal blood sacrifice conspiracy theory is 100% confirmed. Evan, you're even going to need to get in. I know it's not happening, but if they did, you need to come on board the cabal adrenochrome train.
I give you my word. I'll
Fair.
on
All right. Let's do this thing. All right. So we talked about the Raiders game a little bit, 24-0 from the Saints. Not much to talk about there. Just mentioned the Giants. I knew they were losing this game. Like, we were on the voice chat, and I said I love the Seahawks. I had the Seahawks in some stuff. Rackets, me and you said before the year, we thought the Seahawks were going to be atrocious. We thought Geno Smith sucked.
I have a bet out that they would have the least amount of wins in the league. So
and
that's
just to confirm, I actually have the same bet I put out in the future. So, those who say we don't admit when we're wrong.
Me too.
I'll take my L's.
But Geno's for real, dude. His fucking play action fakes and his fucking handling of the offense. And I mean, he should have had a better day if Tyler Lockett didn't bounce 2 touchdowns off his face. But I mean, Kenneth Walker got bottled up a little bit early. I think they should have went to him a little bit more. But I mean, dude, Pete Carroll's just fucking throwing every play. And
he needs volume, bro. Like, you see what he does with 10, 12, 15 carries. Like, let's see what he does with 20, 25. Like, the kid can fucking run, bro.
The thing about Walker is, and Hoffman, I was talking about it when we put the bet out for him. We lost that prop on Walker. But when I put the bet out for him, I said, he's going to break a 40, 50-yard run every game. Like, I just watching him at Michigan State, watching the way he runs, the way he's like Derrick Henry, right? Like, he grinds and
That's
grinds.
That's what I'm saying. Give him the fucking ball.
Yeah,
Let's see what he can do. It's not like he's built like a Jerick McKinnon or like a scat.
No, he's built more like
he's
a Henry.
built.
Yeah, it's like Henry Barkley type. Just let
give
him
him
go.
the fucking ball.
Gotta let him keep going all game.
And listen, I get it. It's the Giants. They're not a very good team. We've known that. They're a very well-coached team. They're going to stay in games. Hoffman, you said it. This is what the Giants do. They're in the game every game till the fourth quarter. I think in 6 of their wins, they were losing in the fourth quarter of 5 of them. So they're just a gritty, tough team. So you can get away with it there. But if the Seahawks are going to want to really take that next step, which I can't believe we're saying they actually can, they're going to need to grind. He needs 20, 25 carries a game. So
I 100% agree.
100%.
So I'm going to keep hitting those Walker props as they stay down in the 70s and 80s going forward. We didn't talk about the Monday night game. We didn't talk about the Thursday night game because we weren't here Friday. Ravens Bucks. Do you guys have any takeaways from that?
The Bucks are bad, man.
Brady's
I'm done.
garbage.
I'm done. I'm done with them. I'm fucking done with them.
Oh, dude, they're terrible.
Yeah, they need to figure things out.
Just bet Godwin. Just bet Godwin. Move on to the next one here. We'll start off at the top. Broncos Jaguars, fucking London game. I mean, I didn't even put a bet.
Jaguars threw that game away.
Yeah, they should have won.
I don't think I watched half of it, and I didn't bet on any of it. So
I got fucked on the under by the hook because Russell Wilson decided to score right at the end there. It was fucking
Is ETN, is this like a thing now? Like 156-1? I mean, we know he's awesome and we know he's talented, but I didn't see him as being a 25 carry back in the pros. I was actually shocked that they got rid of James Robinson because I just don't see ETN holding up. Anyone who watched him at Clemson, he's not Hoffman, you watch a lot of college football. He's not a 25 carry a game guy. He's going to be gone by week 10 if they keep doing this.
No, he's not. I don't know. They must know something that we don't know. To trade Robinson and just like give him the full workload is crazy.
I mean, they got to love James Hasty or something behind him, or Jermichael Hasty behind him. I don't know what it is, but anyway, fuck that game. That game was stupid. Again, Russell Wilson gets a terrible win, looked terrible again. Nothing to talk about there. Panthers, Falcons. How about the Falcons? My Falcons, over 4.5 wins was one of my favorite props coming into the year. Part of the reason I liked it so much was because I love Desmond Ridder, who's playing behind Mariota. Thought he would be in by about this time and go steal 2 or 3 victories on the back end. But 4-4 and leading the division right now, Rackets. They are literally playoff bound if the season ended today.
Dude, Bill and I were talking about it it's probably like a month ago now on Rupp and Rackets. Just the team's just exciting, man. The Falcons are exciting to watch, and dude, they're winning games without Cordero. Like that's the craziest thing to me is Cordero
and
went
Ridley.
Down and Ridley.
And
yeah,
Ridley.
I mean Mariota looks like a legitimate quarterback. It's crazy what's going on this year. I mean, between Geno and Mariota, like 2015, 2016, you'd be like, what the fuck is this? But there we are. Here we are.
Mariota's doing it without running, Hoffman, which I'm surprised at. I mean, he had
he's
40
not even
yards.
throwing. He never throws.
Yeah, he had 40 yards this game, but I was expecting him to rush for 50, 60 a game all year. Carolina, they looked all right again.
I mean,
Carolina gets rid of their best player and doesn't look awful. I don't know how this works, man.
I mean, DJ Moore.
Moore's an idiot.
That's you can't make that mistake.
That's the headline. I forgot about that. I declared that DJ Moore should be hit by a bus after the game. He deserved it. You can't do that. You can't be a punk in the NFL. Enough with these guys being fucking punks. It's a tie game. You just tied it with a touchdown. He didn't take his helmet, he unbuckled his chin straps, ripped his helmet off, and fired it like Rackets would fire a remote. What are you doing, dude? Backs the extra point up 15 yards, miss the extra point, lose the fucking game. Listen, DJ Moore was a guy that I was always a fan of. I had him on my fantasy team every year. I played him in DFS nonstop. I bet his props nonstop. I was rooting for his demise because that was such a stupid play, guys.
I'm not a fan of him at all, really. Everybody was talking him up coming into the season that he'd be good with Baker or whatever. Just coming into the year, I didn't believe the hype. I just don't like him as a player, man. Doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah. I mean, Hoffman, I love Foreman. You know that. I had Foreman on every one of my fantasy teams. I snaked him from all the McCaffrey owners. Everyone was talking Chuba this, Chuba that. All three of my fantasy leagues, I have Deontay Foreman in because I literally think he's Kenneth Walker, Derrick Henry level good. And boom, 26 carries, 118 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's someone you got to get a hold of. I mean, I know everyone's worried about the timeshare with Chuba, but he shouldn't be splitting time with Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard's not
happening across the league. These backup running backs are better than the starters. It's there's 4 or 5 teams that have backup running backs that are better than their starters, and they just play them because of money or contract or whatever.
Speaking of which, let's talk about the Cowboys, Hoffman.
That's where I was going.
That's hosted 101 right there.
Yeah. I mean, we said it 3 years ago. Now they're fucking Dan Orlovsky's talking about it behind me. Should Zeke be benched?
No shit.
4 years ago.
Should have been benched 3 years ago.
We had the argument on the roundtable last week. Mike and Mike. It was the week that you weren't there, Tommy, with Scarface. Mike and I were talking about it, and he was all in on Zeke. Zeke got the 2 touchdowns. Yeah, so Mike ended up being right, but Pollard was the one that looked way better the entire fucking game. So,
dude, I've been saying this forever since Pollard got there. I've been screaming from a mountaintop that Pollard's the better back. Getting made fun of for it last year and the year before too. Not just saying no, people laughing at me for saying it. I mean, just look at any of the advanced metrics. Pollard jumps off the board and Zeke is far below him. And then when you just look at the production, this is the second game he's played without Zeke Elliott. In those 2 games, 259 yards and 5 touchdowns. That might be enough to try a third.
Yeah, right.
Jerry Jones.
He leads all those explosive next-gen stats, by far. He's the most explosive running back in the league by far.
In the league. That's the thing. Not above Zeke. He's one of the most explosive in the league. So, I mean, the Cowboys they just make bad decisions. This is what happens when you have Mike McCarthy, the biggest bag of shit in all of football, as your coach. They're just stupid. So
we called it as soon as they hired him too. We're like, oh, Cowboys aren't doing fucking anything until he's in.
I mean, dude, listen, like we've said before, bad coaching will kill you. Look at the Yankees at Aaron Boone. But bad coaches usually can win a championship once, right? Like Dave Roberts won one with the Dodgers once, should have won 5. Mike McCarthy won one once with Aaron Rodgers, should have won 4. These guys can get a ring if your talent is good enough. So the teams that McCarthy's been lucky enough to coach are extremely talented teams, that extremely underproduce. The Packers and Cowboys over the last 15 years will go down as the two most underachieving teams in NFL history, maybe, over their runs on what they accomplished Super Bowl wise. Fucking Cowboys can't win anything. And one Super Bowl for Aaron Rodgers is insane. That's
amazing. It's amazing that those one rings and the one title keeps them relevant and keeps them getting jobs. But that one ring was won in spite of them. Like, it's just, it's the craziest thing. It's just like one big fucking circle, dude.
Yeah, it is a big circle jerk. How about the Bears throwing up 29 points again, though? I mean, you got to at least be happy if you're a fantasy owner. Mooney's a prop that we've hit every single week. So at least you're getting some life out of, one or two guys on this team that you could fucking play with. But I still hate Justin Fields, thinks this team sucks, and now their defense is falling apart too. Lions-Dolphins was a fun game. What was your take on that, guys? So whoever wants to go first.
That was probably the most fun game of the weekend for me. I mean, that was just explosive. I like when the Dolphins get down and they have to come back because it's just Waddle Hill just all day, and it's just fun.
You got to love the Miami part, Rackets, because like Hoffman just said, you know exactly where the production's coming from, right? Like the thing we want is prop bettors and fantasy player. We want to know exactly who's getting the production. And it's kind of like that Lockett Metcalf situation that's been going on in Seattle forever with Jefferson Thielen for most of the last few years up until this year. When two guys are getting 90% of the volume, it makes it fun. So like you said, Hoffman, 23 targets, 20 catches, 294 yards and 2 touchdowns out of Hill and Waddle, 2 at 382 and 3. They get the win. Amon-Ra St. Brown hit our props. Williams didn't have as good of a game as a lot of people had hoped. Definitely maybe a little in the doghouse after a couple plays. But that game kind of was what we thought it was. Black Hoffman, Kyler Murray, as we call him, White Hoffman is wearing Black Hoffman's jersey right now. So, Lil Hoffman, let me let you talk about this game. Vikings and the Cardinals. What do you think?
The Vikings just keep winning, man. That team is – I want them to play the Cowboys in the playoffs. I will smash that bet. That would be a great bet. Like, I need that. And I want it to be in Dallas. I like this Vikings team. They just keep winning.
I mean, listen, I have a prop on them to win a division. I think I may have a best record prop I put out for them, too. I was really high on the Vikings coming into the season, mainly because of what we talked about earlier, Rackets. Bad coaching can destroy a team, and they got rid of the bad coaching and the bad front office people on Minnesota, brought in smart people, and what do you know? Kirk Cousins looks relevant again. Jefferson's like the best receiver in football, and the team's 6-1. It's all that changed. It's the same.
But all their fans hate their team. Every one of our Vikings fans in our chat hates the team. It's insane.
Because they don't realize it's not the team.
They hate them.
It was the coach. You take the coach. Dude, who's different on this team than last year? Dalvin Cook, Madison, Cousins, Jefferson, Thielen, and Irv Smith. It's the same exact team from the last 2 years. But you move the coach out, you put a smart coach in, and they go from 6-1 from fucking barely 500 and missing the playoffs. So, Rackets, do we believe in Minnesota as a potential Super Bowl threat in the NFC, which only has one good team in
it? Super Bowl threat. But the NFC is just ass. So
they're
probably up there.
The AFC, probably not. Right.
I would put the 49ers ahead of them.
That's what I'm saying. That's the team I would say. When I say one good team, and keep in mind, how crazy is this? The 49ers are 4-4 too. But
they lost that game to the Chiefs that they should have won. They lost the game to the was it the Broncos? Was that a Broncos game earlier?
I think they lost to the Broncos in like that, or the Bears or something, right?
Yeah, it was the Bears. It was the Bears.
Actually, you know what, Rackets? I'm looking at it now. They lost to the Broncos and the Bears.
I would say the Broncos game was atrocious. They should have won. Well, they should have won that game too. That was the one where I had the 49ers. I think on the double result, and I think it ended up going to overtime or something with that one. They are the best team in the NFC, in my opinion. I mean, you can throw the Eagles in there as well, but C-Duff and I were talking in chat the other day. Eagles 49ers NFC Championship game, I think, is almost a guarantee now. The Buccaneers are dead. The Packers are dead. What other team besides the Vikings even has a chance in the NFC? Like, in the way the 49ers are built now, Jesus, dude.
Put it out right now. 49ers Super Bowl plus 1,300. The Eagles are plus 500, and they're the only other team ahead of them in the NFC. Yeah, there's no way. There's gaps too high. Yeah, 1,300.
There's no way they're 2.5 times better than San Fran.
No.
I don't even think they're better at all
No,
than San
no.
Fran now that they have McCaffrey. Because I want to see Jalen Hurts go through a 3. Dude, who's Philly playing every fucking week? I mean, they just played the Steelers.
They're not going to lose.
They played Dak's first game back in the Cowboys. The Cardinals suck. The Jaguars suck. The Commanders suck. They beat the Vikings. Give them that. And the Lions was a 38-35 game to the wire that they should have lost. So it's like yeah. And then their next games, they're going to play
this is like Pittsburgh a couple years ago when Pittsburgh was like 12-0, but they hadn't been challenged. And they got
Cam Newton when he made his run. Yeah,
they're gonna
the Eagles are about to play the Texans, the Commanders, Rackets, the shitbag Colts, the Packers. You can't beat.
Watch
anyone.
the Colts knock them off, dude. Oh, C-Duff, you're dead. You'll be dead.
Oh man,
Titans, the
Giants,
Giants, the Bears, the Cowboys, the Saints, and the Giants. They're not going to be challenged again for the rest of the year.
No.
They may go undefeated, but they're not that good. They're like fucking 12-5 good, but they're going to end the season like 15-1. Or whatever the fuck it is, 16-1. So
like they win the first half. Like if they're losing at halftime, everything changes. Like because
listen, Hurts plays downhill. That's what it is. Hurts plays downhill. Hurts can't play from behind. He plays downhill, and they keep getting a lead. So props to them. Props to Brian Healy. Suck my dick, Healy. Fuck your Eagles.
I see Bill Rupp in the chat. Well, what up, Bill Rupp?
Bill Rupp in the chat. No, he's in the chat. He's not on the show. What a bum. So we got the Patriots we talked about, Raiders we talked about, Steelers, Eagles. I mean, we just talked about that a lot. We might as well touch on it again. We just talked about the Devontae Adams situation. First of all, Freiermuth has hit his prop, I think, 2 or 3 straight weeks after Kenny Pickett took over. Pickett threw for 191 yards. Freiermuth had 57 of them. So that 4 for 57 is way more impressive when you consider it was 33% of the team's total yards through the air. But Pickett likes the tight ends, but we just said it with Devontae Adams. George Pickens cannot go 0 for 0. That cannot happen.
Yeah, thanks for the 0 yesterday, Pickens, you bum.
You cannot have George Pickens, who's so fucking good, probably one of the 5 most talented, I'm not saying best, most talented receivers in the NFL. You can't have this dude have no catches.
He's awesome.
You got to throw him a fucking bubble screen. Get him a reverse or 2. You got to get the ball in a guy like that's hands, especially someone who can jump over people and catch it one hand. You cannot fucking not throw to him. You throw him 3 times in the whole game where you lose by 25.
How do you just abandon your most athletic player on your team? I just don't understand.
I mean, the Jets are doing it right now with Elijah Moore. He's in the press conference after. They were like, "How's your chemistry with Zach Wilson?" He said, "I wouldn't know. I don't get the ball."
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
I mean, Elijah Moore hurt himself because he kind of became a cancer over the last few weeks in the locker room, and they've been talking about it on Sports Talk Radio here for a while now, how Elijah Moore is, being a bit of a dick. But, I mean, listen, he's got a point.
The Jets should be flying around the field with Berrios. All these guys are so fast. They should be doing what the freaking Chiefs used to do with Hill and Hardman and all those guys. Just run them across the line and pitch it. Dude, don't even throw it. You don't have to.
We have such a talented roster, and that only boils down to one thing that's not working, and that's Zach Wilson.
Well, the other thing, too, is that they're not – Tua sucks. I don't know if people realize that. Jalen Hurts kind of sucks, too. But their offensive schemes are putting them in positions to succeed, right? Basically with Jalen Hurts, they're not afraid to run this motherfucker all day, all night during the game, especially early. If you notice Jalen Hurts, he hits the ground right out the gate, right? This week he only had 10 yards, but it was a blowout. But normally Jalen Hurts is running right out the gate. You look at Daniel Jones and a lot of these quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes, they wait until they need to run. Even Lamar Jackson does that a lot. But what the fucking Eagles are doing is they're going, go. Right out the gate, fucking run, get us 14 points. Go get us the lead, blow your load early, and then we'll peel it back because when teams have leads, they don't run the quarterback as much. And that's fine. They're tailoring the offense around Jalen Hurts because he does not throw a good intermediate ball at all, which you're going to need to do in the playoffs. But he throws a good bomb, and he can run. And that's what they're doing. The Dolphins are doing the same thing with Tua. He holds the ball too long. He doesn't have great pocket presence. So it's, hey, we have Waddle and Hill. Quick, snap, balls out. Snap, balls out. The Jets need to do that with Wilson. We need to start running plays where it's snap, ball out. Snap, ball out. Stop letting him run around like he's playing fucking Tecmo Bowl and he's Bo Jackson fucking running around the field trying to score a touchdown. Like, just snap out.
Yeah, you have to get these guys to lead. They're not good enough. They're like, you have to get them involved early and get them to lead, and then like let them play downhill. Like they're not good. Like, that's why it works with Hurts and Tua, like because they're not good and they know that they're not good, so they have to get them out early, and it works. And they just simplified the offense in Philadelphia and made it super easy for Hurts, and he's doing really well with it. So,
and it's a thing. Like we said, coaching. Fucking people.
I don't understand why in the NFL, like when the starting quarterback gets hurt, and then they say they simplified the offense, and the backup comes in and looks like he's all world. It happens all the time. Like, why can't you just keep the offense simple? Like,
they don't realize it. The reason the backup quarterbacks look good is because of what you just said. They simplified the offense for them.
That's the first thing you hear. We simplified the offense. And it's not the same offense.
There's a reason why the backup quarterback then 3 weeks later looks like shit. Because when he's been in there for a while, they start adding the 100 more plays. And he goes to shit. Just simplify the offense. Run the no huddle. Get to the line, call a play. Don't think. Run. Keep the defense on its heels. Go. You don't huddle with dumb quarterbacks. You don't huddle with young quarterbacks. You got 7 plays. Go to the line. 3 runs, 4 passes, slants, crosses, and handoffs. And let's go. Let's push downfield. 2-minute drill. Zach Wilson looks like the best quarterback in the fucking world because they're moving. They're moving.
And he's athletic. So
it's not hard. It's fucking, it's brains, like 101. Like, you ever play a sport ever or do anything or play darts or beer pong and you're in the zone? What do you want? An NBA shooter? You want the ball right back. Give me the ball right back. They don't do it. Hey, you look like you want to say something on that.
He's not the guy. We were talking about
he is just like really not happy that he's not the guy.
I mean, dude, think about the 4th down we had where he tried to throw out the seam to our tight end right in the middle. We could have kept the drive going. If you watch
dude, but Evan, listen, Zach Wilson would have been awesome on those like 2 and 15 Jet teams because he does some really funny shit. You know, you're watching the game, you're like, what are you doing? Where are you going?
Name another quarterback that's trying to throw the ball away and just throws a fucking interception right to him. Like, that, not even close to being.
He runs backwards like for 15 minutes and then finally breaks free of everyone and then throws it away.
But he doesn't even need.
Now you should fucking run.
The thing is, he doesn't even need to run out of the pocket. Like, he senses a tiny bit of pressure and he's just scrambling.
Texans versus the Titans. Pierce, first kind of bad game for David Pierce. Fantasy owners probably weren't that happy. Did get in the box on a receiving play. I think that was at the end of the game. I don't remember when that was. But, I mean, Tennessee Titans, man. Derrick Henry just fucking skull fucks the Texans every time he plays them, Hoffman.
It's insane. I don't understand. It's literally nuts.
How do you run for 200
yards every single game? Every game.
He's 202 versus them.
Every game.
And we didn't play his alt prop again.
No, we didn't do it.
Why are we playing the alt prop 150?
I don't even know if we bet him. We didn't even bet him.
I don't even think I'm going to play on him. Yeah.
No.
That was.
And we were on The Voice the whole time watching him getting yards. We didn't hit his line prop once. We were just like, oh,
we're just watching it in awe. Yeah. Well, I mean, he had 115 yards by the time we blinked. There was nothing to hit at that point. The Commanders and Colts, Joey Rackets. Another loss for the fucking Colts. I know you're going to tell me how Ellinger looked pretty good and fucking the defense looked fine. So please go with your fucking bullshit reason why the Colts aren't a 5-win team.
They're no, they're pretty good, but I'm just mad at them for fucking costing me that fucking parlay yesterday. Let's go back to that DJ Moore thing real quick because DJ Moore got the fucking 15-yard penalty for taking his helmet off. Right, and throwing it, whatever. Terry McLaurin did the same fucking thing at the 1-yard line, didn't get the penalty, and then Heineke gets the QB sneak for the touchdown at the end of the game. So that was reason number 1 why my remote is broke. And number 2, Michael Pittman, bro, that fucking thing was right here in your hands. You went to put it away and lost it. Like, you didn't even fucking drop it. You just, what?
Oh, and he runs for another 15 yards in field goal range. Like, that field was wide open.
That was disgusting. Those 2 plays cost, and the 3 4th down conversions. Those 3 plays cost me about $3,000.
I mean, all I want to say is how much better is this show without Bill? right? I mean, how much better is it without Bill? It's so great. Fucking trolling in the chat. The one thing I will say, Rackets, you can't keep not giving the ball to Jonathan Taylor. Like, give the fucking guy the ball. You have Ellinger in, run with Taylor. It's like you're giving him one carry, he gets 3 yards, and then they don't touch him again for 5 plays. Like, these teams are just so stupid. And this is why I said the Giants actually have a shot, not at a Super Bowl, but the Giants have a shot at making the playoffs and doing well because every team is so fucking dumb that if you're just not dumb as a coach, you can win 8 games off just not being stupid. And this is Jonathan Taylor should have 24 carries in that game.
And they punted with 4th and inches when all Ellinger had to do was QB sneak at the end of the game for a first down to fucking win it. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you can't.
Holy fuck,
yeah, and
dude.
he can run. Like, why are you running with him?
Yeah,
these 4th down plays. Some of these plays in the red zone and 4th down are just so bad.
I mean,
I'm getting angry just thinking about it now.
These teams get to the 5-yard line, and all of a sudden, everything becomes algebra. Like, basic math becomes algebra. Like, it's like you're at the 5-yard line, and you're fucking running, like, drop-back passes, and you're just running the same guy up the middle the same time. Like, put fucking guys in motion and go like
you have,
this.
like, the most athletic humans on the planet on your team. Like, just use them. Like,
do what the Chiefs do with Hardman. Just send someone in motion and handle the ball. The defensive end's crashing in.
Who was it that ran the end around at the 1? Who was it?
The Chiefs do it all the time.
Yeah, but it didn't work, though. They lost like 11 yards. I forgot who it was. One of the early games. I
don't know who it was.
It might have been the Jaguars. It was either the Jaguars game or it was in the 1 o'clock window. But they're at the 1 yard. It was first or second and goal at the 1. Or third. No, it was 3rd and goal at the 1. And they ran an end around and lost 10 yards. Like, what in the fuck are you doing running an end around at the 1?
Here's the play, okay? Watch an NFL game and tell me the first time this play doesn't work. You snap the ball, okay? First of all, you spread the formation out on the right side. You leave the left side tight. You snap the ball, you fake a handoff, roll this way, okay? And there's a tight end release, right? And you have either him or the run, and then you take this guy and run him all the way across the formation the other way. One of these 2 people is going to be wide open. You're either going to turn and just lob it like they always do to a wide open guy in the corner like Knox got hit, or you're going to get the release and run. That's the only play you should run at the goal line. There should be one play you run. Fake handoff, roll out, release, back end. That's it.
Stop running it up the middle and stop running end around. It's not going to
work once.
Yeah, the run up the middle is the worst.
Run up the middle where there's fucking 75 guys. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Drop back in the pocket, running slants or throwing fades. What are you doing? The slants are dangerous, and the fades never work.
And the 4th and 1's from the shotgun, Tommy.
In the pocket, you've killed the whole play.
The 3rd and goal and 4th and goal from the shotgun.
Speed guys to the corners. That's how you score. To the corners. Go that way and that way. You fucking idiots.
And like all these, it's like a video game, guys. Like when you're playing Madden and you're on the 5-yard line, you score. Like that's what it should be like in real life.
Dude, here's the thing: if you
they
want to run
all
up
play
the middle,
Madden, so they know. Like,
and if you're gonna run up the middle, spread everyone out. You should have they pack everyone in with 9 linemen and 16 tight ends, so that the whole defense is jammed in like this. And then they run the ball right into the 11 guys that are jammed in like this. Spread them out and run it up the middle.
There's 20 yards on either side of them.
It's such a simple fucking game if these people weren't so stupid. Giants, Seahawks, we already talked about. Rams, Niners. We just mentioned a lot about the Niners. I don't talk too much. Obviously, we know CMC's a beast. Had a great game. No Deebo Samuel. Still went in and handled their business. The Rams suck. The one thing I will say about the Rams, I will take a little Nostradamus-like prediction that Allen Robinson looks like he's coming around finally. So we hit his prop. We hit his live. So he didn't get the live prop, but we hit his receptions and yards before the game. I don't know. What are you going to say about the Rams? They suck.
Rams look good. I'm not going to say they look good. They look decent in that first half, and then the second half they looked absolutely lost. And 49ers are going into a bye week, and a lot of their defense was injured, and they're getting a lot of those pieces back in the next coming weeks. So Bosa's already back. Armstead's coming back. I'm pretty sure Ward's back already. They're getting healthy at the right time now.
Nah, I like Hopkins plus 1,300. I jumped on that too.
Guys, in 2 weeks, don't bet anything in the NFL but Christian McCaffrey props. He's going to score 3 touchdowns. He's going to throw for 1. He's going to do he might have 6 total touchdowns in 2 weeks.
He might be the third
Shanahan a bye with this monster of a human being that he's going to unleash. He already just unleashed him. He's the first person since LaDainian Tomlinson to throw for one, run for one, and catch one. Like, it's only going to get better.
That's going to be nasty. And he looks normal in a Niners uniform too, which is crazy.
I have his fucking Panthers uniform right over here.
Just wait till they go split back with fucking Jimmy in the shotgun and Debo and the CMC in the backfield.
Oh, God.
It's going to be insane.
And this opens up Kittle. Like, Kittle's now wide open all the time now because they can't.
Juwan Johnson is like the 7th best player on the offense, and he can kill you. Like, it's insane how good they are right now.
Yeah, they're going to be nasty. Their defense is getting healthy. They got great coaching. And, again, Jimmy's in the perfect situation to just not fuck it up. That's it. Just don't fuck it up.
Imagine Trey Lance is still healthy. I don't even think that we're talking about them right now like this.
No.
I think it's 100% because of Jimmy.
Jimmy G's getting rich as fuck every win. He just keeps stacking cash.
$500,000 and $100,000.
Life is good. Life is good.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to talk much about the Bills game. I mean, kind of they are. I think the TV will talk about them all fucking day. But everything that we thought was going to happen happened. Bucket asked me what the score was going to be before the game. I told him 31-17. It ended up 27-17, right? So it's exactly how we thought it was going to go. Josh Allen's fucking awesome. Diggs is unstoppable, even if you have Jair Alexander on him. He's matchup proof. Gabe Davis had a little flash, probably not his greatest game. The Packers sucked. Hoffman with a nice call on Romeo Doubs. Aaron Jones had a big. I mean, everything was just kind of what we thought was going to happen, and they lost by 10 instead of 15 or 14.
And I think that was because of what you said when we were in the voice chat too. We at the start of the game, like the Bills were just running the ball, like trying to just make a statement. Like Josh Allen didn't even do anything on the first drive and a half, really, that they had the ball.
Dude, he had like 1 yard, 1 touchdown at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, like he didn't even do anything at all to start the game, and it was more of just like we're just gonna prove to you that we don't need him to beat your ass, and that's basically what it was. And then once he started throwing the ball, he was just dropping dimes.
He could have ran for 3 touchdowns too.
He could have thrown 5 touchdowns and rushed for 100. They could have scored 40 on them if they wanted to. I think they're just let's get to the World Series here. We have the Phillies in a 1-1 series against the Astros. That place is gonna be fucking bananas. If I wasn't coming off a weekend bender in the voice chat, I probably would have been at the game tonight with Hoffman, who was trying to bait me to go to the World Series. I didn't even know if I was going to be alive by today. Maybe we'll go tomorrow. But what do you think, Hoffman? Philly's going to do it tonight?
Yeah, I think they're going to win tonight. I mean, they should have won game 2. I mean, well, not really won, but they should have been closer than they were.
It should have been a better, They had many opportunities, first and second, no out, where they ended up hitting double plays.
Fuck on that Schwarber home run, right?
Oh, Schwarber home run. That thing was terrible. And then he fucking hits a foul home run, which they called a home run, and then reversed on replay. And then the next pitch, he flies out to the fucking top of the wall. I mean, that would have been magical.
What's the over-under? 6.5? Like we said at the beginning of the series, that's the bet every game.
Yeah. I mean, it's 8 today. I think it's 8 minus 105. It's juiced to the under. Evan, you can put me on the board today for over 7.5 on this. Let me just see what the line on that is going to be. I'm going to take this alternate total runs. You said before the series, every game should go over 7.5 minus 125 on the over on this. And I'm also going to take the Phillies plus 115. Shocked they're an underdog today. That doesn't seem to make much sense to me. Rackets, what do you think on the game today?
I'm on the Phillies. McCullers just look good, but I like the Phillies today. I do like the total on the over. It's actually, it's under. It's probably just moved from 7.5 to 8 because I see it juiced to the under on 8. But I think there's some runs in this game. I like a first 5 over as well. I don't know if I bet that, but I could see some runs being scored early. Especially the Phillies have been doing it all postseason, and I could see the Astros scoring out a little bit on Syndergaard. So
we saw Syndergaard. Syndergaard got a little better at holding runners, as we saw at the end of the year. But do we like any stolen base props today? Is that something we're going to be looking at to pick on, or do we not think he's going to be that long for this game?
I wouldn't expect him to pitch more than a couple innings, honestly.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. That's probably why I'm going to avoid doing it.
I think he's out at the first sign of trouble.
Oh, there's our girl in the back, Erin, right behind Tommy.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl. We look good together, right?
Yeah, that was great. That was great. Your head was right where the other guy's head was, so it looked like you were next.
Yeah. So you can get a good look at what me and Aaron Dolan would look like as a couple. What about any props here, guys? Is there anything we like in this game right now from a prop perspective? I mean, I'm probably going to keep riding the Bryce Harper train for 2+ bases here, even though I don't think he got it last game. Let me just see what some of the history is. Anything you guys are looking at from a prop perspective?
I think him or Schwarber will hit a home run and get this place rocking tonight.
It's going to be crazy, dude. Philly fans are insane.
I mean, if
Philly
Schwarber
fans
leads the
on
game
Halloween.
if he leads the game off with a home run, forget about it.
They may score 18 if he does that. Yeah. It'll be like 18 fucking runs if he leads off for a home run. But, I mean, yeah, it's Halloween, too. The reason we didn't dress up here, guys, is because we're adults. But good luck to all of you that do, you fucking losers. But they're going to be going crazy in the fucking in Philly today, dude. You're going to see fucking monsters and witches and fucking scream masks yelling at these players. If I'm the Astros, I don't know if I want to be in that stadium or after that stadium. Last thing you want is fucking
just being in Philadelphia, yeah.
Yeah, like on Halloween night, if Philly wins, they're going to burn that city down and there's going to be blood. If Philly loses, they're going to burn that city down and there's going to be blood. So good luck if you're in Philly.
That city is rocking right now.
Lock your doors.
Eagles are undefeated. They're not going to lose ever. Like the
God. They still have Brian Healy, though, so at least there's one.
They have Brian Healy.
Yeah, at least they got one L on their resume.
I found a bet that I found a prop bet that I like for this baseball game.
What would that be?
It's a little fucking branch off of your Bryce Harper. I like Bryce Harper 2+ hits plus 260.
All right, don't hate that at all. So you do that. Bryce Harper 2+ hits. I'm going to do Bryce Harper total bases. So you could put 2+ bases. Where the fuck is it? Why don't I see it on here?
You might as well sprinkle the home run too, because if he gets it, you're gonna be pissed. So just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. That the home run's only 360. So 2 hits is 260.
Yeah, that's nice.
He's been hitting the ball. He's been hitting the ball hard. Pretty much every at bat. So
yeah. So
you gotta hope he doesn't get fucking walked. That's the only thing is the walk. The walk fucks you in those.
Yeah, I like where they're batting him in the lineup, though, to avoid that because he's going to have a lot of traffic in front of him or lead off the inning batting like in a 4-hole. So he should be okay on that most likely. Harper, 2+ bases, Evan is plus 115. There's probably a better line out there somewhere. I'm just too lazy and hungover to look at anything beyond FanDuel. So that's what you guys are getting. Let's go to NHL NBA bets. Hoffman, what do you like in the NBA here?
The Nets are playing. We're taking the Pacers plus 9.
I mean, that's
they
the
just
only
beat
thing
them
to do.
by 9. They just beat them by 9, and now they're plus 9 again against them. Like, I'll take it all day. They'll probably win the game.
Sounds like a little sprinkle, Hoffman.
Yeah, sprinkle the money line too, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's the Lakers actually got a win last night. So funny. I knew they were going to win last night. Like, how you can't lose like 100 in a row, right? But we had a double max bet, which I don't know if it was Hoffman who found it or someone in the chat. The Lakers win total on the year right now is probably 40.5 now after the win last night. Like, they need to go 500 for you to lose. That team is not going 500. There's no chance that team is going 500. You should be betting your fucking house on the Lakers under 40.5 wins. It was 39.5 before the win the other day, so I'm assuming it's 40.5 right now.
Yeah, it's either
that's insane.
Yeah, no, there's no chance. They would have to make at least 2 to 3 trades and get it's disaster.
And then click with chemistry, right?
Yeah,
like,
it takes too long.
That's not going to happen if they had a wholesale moves.
You have to make the right trade too. It's like there's too many factors.
Yeah, and then Anthony Davis needs to not get hurt, which we know is going to happen. And then LeBron needs to not take his normal 3 weeks off to fucking rest up.
Anthony Davis got hurt the other night hanging on the rim. Like he's not. Like, this guy's not making it through the season.
Even when he's levitating in the air, he's finding a way to get hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a piece of garbage. That whole team's a fucking piece of garbage. Any other NBA bets tonight that you guys are looking at? Rackets, I know you don't really bet the NBA.
I'm probably going to parlay. I don't think Embiid's he's questionable right now. He's sick, non-COVID illness. That's what they have to write now. I'm stupid.
It's so stupid. Fuck that sport. It's so stupid.
So he might not play. I like them regardless whether he plays or not. And I'm going to parlay them with the Clippers. I think the Clippers are going to win tonight. They're a heavy favorite. That's a minus 102 parlay.
Clippers. All right, have put me in on the Pacers too with Hoffman. Definitely going to be betting that. And I got to lay off these Jaden Ivey props right now just because Cade Cunningham refuses. I mean, If the Pistons can just fucking like it takes these teams so long to learn, you probably need Ivy coming off the bench right now. That's probably what you need. You need him playing a whole time with the second unit. Just bring him off the bench. Cade Cunningham is so jealous. Like, they don't even smile at each other during the game, Hoffman. They don't look at each other. They do that, like, you know, that's the high five that they give each other. Like
I don't think Cade Cunningham likes that they picked him.
Dude, Cade Cunningham does not like that Jaden Ivey's got all this hype in the offseason and does not pass to him no matter what. And Jaden Ivey's a team player. His mom's a coach and Hall of Famer in the WNBA, I believe. Like, he was raised, if you watched him in college, the big thing with him in college was, Jaden, take over. Jaden, take over. But he tries to get everyone involved, and he tries to be a team player. That's not a good mix with Sadiq Bey and Cade Cunningham and guys you just chuck. So I'm going to lay off Jaden Ivey's props for now. But if they bring him off the bench at any point, guys, just go in there and slam his overs every day. Because he gets all his points when he flew with the second unit for those 4 minutes a game. So lay off that. I don't really like anything in the NBA. Aber and Healy will have props out later today. They have nothing out just yet. So just the Hoffman play there. And I'm probably going to I am going to use the NBA for one thing, though. I'm going to take the pivoting over to hockey here. There's only 3 games in the NHL today. And I'm going to take the Carolina Hurricanes versus the Washington Capitals, and I'm going to parlay them with the Los Angeles Clippers on the money line that Hoffman just said. So if you join both of those together, you're looking at a minus 120. Let's take that right there, minus 120.
Guys, if Embiid does not play, I will have a same-game parlay for that game, but you'll have to subscribe to get it.
Got to subscribe for deepbets.com. Huge promos going for the rest of the year, and you missed about 15 plus 57,000 parlays over here on the site. So keep waiting. Keep waiting, freeloaders. Just don't worry about it. Let me get the Stay Cashin free bet twice a week. Good job. Anyway, so we are done with that. No NHL, just that one play there. 3-game slate. Can you guys hear this?
No.
Is that an ice cream truck?
No, I wish it was an ice cream truck. Fucking like dump truck, like just clanging garbages around and shit. Let's get to the Monday Night Football game tonight before we get out of here. Shut up! So Joe Burrow missing my boy Jamar Chase. How long is Chase out for? Have we found out?
I think 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, I saw
4 to 6. Right?
Keeping him off IR though.
I'm so sad. I'm just sad.
Not good.
I mean, half my props before the season were on the Bengals, Burrow, and Chase. Just this team taking off.
Every player you like. Every player. St. Brown.
Every player I like gets hurt. Every player I like.
Destroyed.
It's unbelievable. It's like the fucking black cloud that follows me with injuries. And then, you know, Hoffman, you get the fucking retards like Rackets, Rupp, you know, the retards, right? Bengals suck. Bengals are trash. And then you get fucking C-Web in the chat. Joe Burrow's dog shit. Everyone's just killing me for the first 4 weeks. And then the Bengals do exactly what I told you doing, what they do every year. They start fucking coming around. They hit the sinks. They mollywop the Falcons. They got a nice, easy stretch here to go buck fucking naked, beat the Browns, beat the Panthers, beat the Steelers, beat the Titans. Go out there, get the fucking 9-3 before the Chiefs game, and Jamar Chase is dead. The fuck? So, yeah, I'm still on the Burrow props. I still like it. Rackets, what are you looking at?
I was just looking at the numbers here. The 77. I see 77% of the money line. Or no, this is the total. 77% of the tickets are on the over, and the total is dropped 2.5 points.
That is not. That is what we call not good.
That's not good for what you guys normally bet. So I would probably be on the under here, just based on what I'm seeing. And I was leaning that way anyways because you get a division matchup between these two teams in the fucking AFC North. Sure, of course, Cincinnati can score a lot of points, but these two teams see each other a lot. Wouldn't be surprised if you saw a fucking 20-17 game tonight. Okay. I do lean the Bengals, though. Do lean the Bengals.
All right, that's good. I'll take that. Silly Hoffman, what do you like in this game today?
I'm going to do a same-game parlay with both the running backs to score, Chubb and Mixon. Simple.
I mean, you got to get Chubb to score. It's just
that's plus 250, that parlay. That's on
Mixon
draft.
and Chubb. All right, throw that on there, Evan. Mixon touchdown, Chubb touchdown.
Yeah,
I'm going to take
Mixon
those. I'm going to take Chubb straight for sure.
Mhm.
I'm going to take Chubb minus 120 to score. Chubb, that's insane. I think I fucking scores every game. You know.
I know the Browns aren't the Browns really good against the pass. I think their defense is top in the NFL against the pass, right?
Yeah, and I think our producer over here, who thinks, I don't know if he's still here.
Yep.
Evan, are you with us?
I'm with you.
Who thinks fucking Kareem Hunt is like Prince or Madonna? Before the game, tells me I like Kareem. Like he's worthy of having one name.
No.
Like he was Jabbar.
Yeah.
Kareem,
Who the fuck are you? You don't get
Kareem.
one name after kicking a bitch on the team in the hallway.
We are buddies. I said
Fucking
okay.
got a first
Wait. This is what happened. Okay, I was saying Kareem might be traded to the Dolphins. Who is the only? Do you know any other Kareem in the NFL?
I mean, it's not even about not knowing who you were talking about, because I did know you were probably. But you gotta earn that right to be fucking Kareem. And there already is a Kareem. You told me Kareem's getting traded to the Dolphins. I thought you talking about Abdul-Jabbar fucking in the front office.
Please,
That's Kareem.
if you were in the chat, please, whose side are you on? Mine or Tommy's?
You have to earn that. Listen, you have to earn that name. You gotta earn the one name. But did you like anything in this game tonight, E?
Yeah, I like Chubb touchdown. I think that's a gimme. I don't see any way he's not scoring. And honestly, I think I like T. Higgins overs, just because Jamar Chase is out. He's been popping off the past few weeks. God forbid he gets another fucking concussion, but I like his overs.
Yeah, I mean, go on.
I'll slide on the other side of that. I kind of have some interest in Tyler Boyd for that exact same reason. I think the coverage shifts over to Higgins, and I think Tyler Boyd becomes the de facto with the better matchup, I guess.
I mean, I'm taking both. I'm taking
What about
both
two
every game.
TDs Rackets for him?
I don't see. I hate taking 2 touchdowns on games that I feel like are going under. But if I was leaning one way, it would be Tyler Boyd. Yeah.
There's a lot of people scoring 2 touchdowns right now in the NFL. Like,
Yeah,
we
there
might
is.
need to start betting those again. Like, there's a lot
of
of
these teams that are just going to the same guy.
But they're not in
over.
prime
Same
time.
guy.
That's why it's
No, it all happens at 1 o'clock.
they're
Well,
all
in prime
in the,
times, there's a lot of teams scoring 2 touchdowns.
yeah.
Not even.
Yeah, City.
Phila
That's
in
the
the
big
chat
problem.
made a good point too. He said that there's a super boost. I don't know what site it is. Oh, it's FanDuel. It's FanDuel super boost. Burrow 250 passing yards, Higgins 50 plus receiving yards, and Bengals win.
Evan's just shaking his head. No.
Not happening.
Nope.
Please,
Which
stay-
one?
stay
Which one?
away.
Get
Which
that
one,
super
Tommy?
boost away from me.
Which one is
That is
not
not
hitting?
good for everything I'm looking to bet tonight.
That's why I like the under, guys. I think the under.
Oh God! Well, it's Kay Adams super boost. Okay, right?
She
That's
just
Kay
started
Adams.
doing these. She just
Okay,
started
so-
doing these.
Oh,
All right,
God.
so let me do this as someone who tried to sleep with and was friends with Kay Adams. So Kay's actually sharp, right? And Kay is very conscious of her image in the nicest way possible. I love Kay to death, but I don't think Kay is going to go out there and put out some fucking losers. I think she's going to try and win because as a woman in sports who's actually only one of the few women, you have the Cynthia Freeland, Kay Adams, one of the few women who I not only am friends with, but actually does know her shit, right? It's different as a girl. You don't want to go out there and keep losing your boots. I think we can give this some grace. I have all the bias in the world because I'm betting all 3 of these things.
These
I
are
think we can
such
give this
rose-colored
some grace.
glasses.
We can give this some grace.
That's Tommy's same game parlay.
That because this is new and Kay probably wants to get a win so she can go on Good Morning Football and talk about it, I think we may be safe here because this was not a FanDuel created boost.
She has a FanDuel show, Tommy. She is on FanDuel TV now.
Paid it all. She's in the cabal.
She's
Paid it
done.
all.
Oh, my God.
Paid it all. But
She's told me the main teller at the fucking window when Bill goes and collects on Mondays.
Oh, my
paid it
goodness.
all. No, I do love Kay. Kay's awesome. I like it. I think, listen, I do. You got to give me this at least, Hoffman. Being that it's the Kay Adams boost, and this is like one of the first ones we can at least not know for a fact it's rigged.
Right.
Right?
They might rig it the other way. Hey, listen, they might rig it the other way for her to win.
Right. Maybe they want to boost up their. There we go, Hoffman. Now we're talking.
There we go. See?
Evan, put me on the board for over 78.5 T. Higgins. Over 55.5 or 56.5 Tyler Boyd. And Joey Rackets, I'm very disappointed in you. I'm missing this one. And over 52.5 Amari Cooper.
Oh, look at that.
Rackets. Come
Dude,
on.
I've been on Cooper all year, man. You guys are making fun of me in the
How do I get him
preseason.
before you? I let you go twice before I went.
I know. I didn't even mention him tonight, but
right.
that's,
make sure you
that's
put
always
that
my
on
guy
the-
on the Browns. That's the
What
only,
about
that's the
the,
only receiving
are we
option
gonna
you can
give
go
out
to
those
there.
draws? The draws.
What's
Dan?
up?
Are we doing the draws on here or not?
Yeah, let's save those for the subs. Fuck the freeloaders.
Yeah, you guys aren't getting my double result. I'm too hot.
You get no double results, no draws. You get 3 props. I like.
You know
those.
what,
So-
Tommy? I fucking last night I was sweating that obviously the parlay, right? But I totally failed to realize that it was the double result and it wasn't like the money line. So had he missed that extra point, then gone to overtime, I would have lost the fucking parlay.
my
Anyways,
God,
I didn't even realize that, bro, until after it was over, and I was like, oh my goodness, I hedged and I didn't even like truly hedge.
And me and fucking Bucket were rooting for the missed extra point when you were on
Bro.
server.
I was on deafen. I didn't even hear you.
Wow, you realize that, Hoffman?
Oh my God.
I would have.
You fucking
That
were
would
rooting for that.
would have.
Because
That would
it
have
wouldn't
pointed
have been
everything.
the win. It would have been draw for the second half.
It would have been draw. Yeah, I would have lost
It would
it.
have been called Redskins draw.
And I didn't like. I
That
realized
was-
it after after everything. Like I realized it basically after after it won. But my wife's like, "What would have happened if it went to overtime?" And I was like, "You don't want to know." That's like when it like kicked into my head. She's like, "What would have happened?" I'm like, "You don't want to know."
Bucket said we Gucci. So we Gucci. That's good. And this guy will shut the fuck up outside. So we covered it all. Evan, how much better was this show than any other show Bill's ever been on?
Well, I mean, we did have 800 views this show, so.
I mean,
Wow.
listen, the bottom line is this. The 2 best shows in Stay Cashin history were me and Joey Rackets 2 weeks ago, and me, Joey Rackets, and Hoffman now. Evan's been a part of both of them, which makes him a tremendous X factor. And I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. And all of you, please tweet at Bill telling him how much better we are without Bill Rupp. Hoffman, if Bill's still dead on Thursday, we'll see you back on Thursday. Hopefully he doesn't come back ever, and we can just take you here. I'm sure you're probably working and won't be able to make it.
No, I'm around. I can do Thursday.
I mean, listen, we're going to pretend you're going to be here even if you're not, just to pressure him back because he doesn't want to get Wally pipped. So, Hoffman, final words.
Final words. College basketball starts in 7 days. There it is.
Let's go. You guys better sign up now. Prices are going up before college basketball starts. That's for damn sure. And for those of you that didn't know, not only am I basketball Jesus, as we know, but Howie Dewey's a college basketball specialist, and so is Luke Hoffman. So we got the 3 of us just skull fucking the universe in college basketball. 4DBets.com. Joey Rackets, final words.
Rupp and Rackets, probably the Cocaine and Legos edition at 5:30.
Of course, right.
Or
Tommy,
6:30
that's
maybe. I don't know.
5 days. Let's put him
Who
on 2 shows.
who fucking knows? 5:30, 6:30, who knows?
Whatever 30.
Before
Some
the
30 tonight it'll happen.
Some
Maybe
30
we'll be
before the-
there. Maybe we won't. Who knows? Whatever. Evan's hand, final words.
You guys are pretty disappointing with the likes here. 797 views and 111 likes. If you're
Good
here,
job, losers.
you have to like it right now. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. I mean, that's just pathetic. We're not even coming Thursday. That's it. You get no show. So we better get another 50 likes between now and Thursday on that thing, on the recorded video.
At least.
At least. All right. So that is it, boys and girls. Bill Rupp has like anemia, Crohn's disease, and Lyme disease. He just found out the other day.
It just
Sure
got
has nothing to
diagnosed.
do with. Sure had nothing to do with the fucking 16 booster shots, 14 vaccines, and 12 COVID tests he took in the last 3 weeks, and he just developed autoimmune diseases. But we hope Bill gets better. I especially hope he gets better, so I stop having to drive back and forth from the hospital and the house and getting bit by a pit bull every time I go. But Bill, best of wishes. We hope you come back soon. We'll talk to you today. For Evan Hand, for Luke Hoffman, for Joey Rackets, I am Tommy G. We'll see you guys Thursday, 2 p.m. College basketball's around the way. Get over to 4DBets.com. Rest the season pass. Go fuck. Let's fuck. Good luck. Stay cashing, motherfuckers.
Let's go!